Throughout its history, global insurance has proven resilient and reliable as a partner for policyholders, customers, employees, and overall society. These are indeed, again, unprecedented times, and the insurance sector will again be forced to face severe challenges. All these challenges are interconnected, and by addressing them properly can turn into tremendous opportunities for the sector to create more value for the society overall. So let's dive into it, and let's start with economic profit. As a viable industry, it is critical to earn your cost of capital. Our analysis shows that over the past 10 years, the insurance sector has struggled with this and has hardly earned its cost of capital. P&C carriers and brokers have fared better, but overall that is a challenge. And it is also recognized by shareholders who increasingly look at ROE as the dominant driver for their decisions. So while a lot has been done in the sector, we see it as critical to really think about how the sector can enhance its overall value creation. Let's now dissect some of the parts of this value creation, and let's start with the top line. Overall, the insurance sector has barely outpaced global GDP growth. And that is surprising because at the same time, we all know the studies about the insurance gaps, the protection gap, health gap, retirement gap, etc. So what has really led to the case that policyholders actually are cautious about buying insurance? Well, there are demand and supply driven challenges, but the one we really want to call out is that our surveys indicate that many customers still don't understand insurance. They wonder, why do I really buy this? Why should I trust it? There is a lack of understanding of the culture of protection. And unlocking this through new ways of engaging with customers, through engaging in ecosystems will be absolutely critical. So that is on the demand side, what we want to call out. On the supply side, on the way we operate as an insurance company, insurance is still a highly integrated value chain. And while there have been a lot of efforts to improve productivity, cost efficiency, it is telling that when we look at the long term over the last decade, the insurance sector has actually not been able to improve its overall cost efficiency when we measure total cost relative to the revenue in the sector. There are many drivers to this. Labor productivity actually went up and improved, but at the same time, these improvements were offset by higher cost in technology and governance. So while we all are tired of cost efficiency programs and the future cannot be more just cost efficiency, there is a question of how you transform operating models to really advance the productivity in the sector. Challenges 4 and 5 now focus on more the outside world of insurance. And of course, we need to talk about the implications in a post-COVID world. We feel that insurance has a tremendous opportunity to really reimagine how this customer proposition that we talked about can be developed in the future, but equally how insurers create an employee promise that attracts the best talent and new talent that is needed for the future of insurance. Let us look at some of the trends which insurers will need to face. The first is around remote work, how to live in a virtual life like we have this conference together. We believe that work from home is here to stay. We believe that business travel will be reduced. Of course, it will come back, but not to the prior levels. And that will change the way insurance acts globally and how to engage in its operations. Secondly, e-commerce and any form of digital business is here to stay and continue to grow. And that is a huge opportunity, in parts also a challenge for insurance. It will challenge a lot of the face-to-face distribution that needs to shift more towards digital hybrid models. It will also increase the opportunities to really expand the role of insurance. For example, when you think of telemedicine and the role insurance can play to really be a partner for healthier lives. And finally, we talked about productivity, and we strongly believe that automation adoption, cloud infrastructure, and other new technology can really reinvent the core of the operating model of insurance. And finally, there is a much bigger question. There is a much bigger question about the role of insurance in society. Many businesses wonder what is their purpose. Many shareholders and employees wonder about that even stronger. And that is a huge opportunity for insurance if you get it right, because insurance can really cut across all stakeholders and create a holistic purpose. Let us look, for example, at some analysis around health and healthcare. If insurance really is partner in improving the healthcare sector, what is possible is to improve hundreds of millions' lives, to get better in preventing diseases, to get better in care management, and of course, to improve the financing of the health system. And health is just one of those areas. We could equally talk about climate risk or other areas of sustainability, and we'll hear more about this in a minute. So overall, those 5 challenges, we call them challenges, but they're equally opportunities. But foremost, they're a call of action for the global insurance sector to really drive tangible change.